actually going to start off with my eyes. I already did some of my eyebrows, but it literally takes me entirely too long to do my eyebrows. So I did that off camera. And yeah, I'm not going to tell you guys, like, it's not going to be tutorial style or anything like that. I'm just going to do my makeup, get ready, because I have another video to film. So you'll probably see this makeup look in another video. But I will list all the products down below. So I'm just doing this chit chat, get ready with me, because everybody just asks me to do it. They're like, can you do more makeup videos or tutorials? And I'm like, baby girl, they don't do that. But I can do a chit chat, get ready with me, and like talk. So that's what I'm doing. I really like do makeup tutorials, guys. That's kind of what I started out doing, and then I kind of phased out of that simply because I'm not like a makeup artist or anything like that, but I still do love makeup. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my YouTube channel, because I know some of you guys are new. Well, a lot of you guys are new. I actually started my YouTube channel in like 2009. And initially I started it doing makeup. I was absolutely horrible. I was just now getting into makeup, and I had no idea what I was doing. But the beauty community really wasn't that big. And then I think I did a flat iron tutorial. It got some really good views. Most of my videos I've since like deleted, but I think that video is actually still on here. That was one of like the very first videos, hair videos I did. So I started doing hair videos. I was a part of a lot of hair forums because my mom got me involved in a lot of those, and I was on Hairlista a lot. So I was like, cool, like I'll just start doing hair videos, and that's what I started to do. Hair videos were doing pretty decent, but it was just not like I wanted them to do. And I know this is probably why you guys get so mad at me when I talk about like my channel evolving. It's because I've been doing it for so long. My hair channel was doing okay, but it wasn't flourishing. And it's crazy because one girl that does hair videos, and like she, mind you, her hair is like super bomb, but I actually used to follow her on where did I follow her on? Hairlista. So I followed her on Hairlista, and she, I mean, her hair was just so beautiful. And Hairlista, for those of you who don't know, it was just like a site where you share all your hair care tips. And that's back when natural first started to be popular, and a lot of people started realizing how bad relaxers actually were. I had contacted her, and I was like, hey, I'm going to do a braid out video, and I wanted to put your picture as like inspiration for my braid out and like my hair goals in a video. Would you be okay with it? Because even back then I was like, I'm not going to steal somebody's picture and just put it in a video without them knowing. And so she was like, yes. And but then like a little bit down the line, she had started actually making YouTube videos. So of course I subscribed to her channel, and now her channel is like through the roof. She is doing so great, and I still try to keep in contact with her as much as possible, but I know she's like super busy. And I'm like so proud of her, and she's just doing very well. So throughout that time, I was still trying to do hair videos and like give as much content as I could, but I felt like my hair was like at a standstill because I was trying so much stuff. I feel like it just kind of backfired on me as far as like my hair. I was going through like breakage and all this other stuff, and then I started transitioning, and then that was a whole nother story. Even though you guys like love my hair now, like honey, this was a journey, okay? I decided to try a nursing video to see how people would like that, right? And that's kind of where my life was at the time. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna post a video about my first year in nursing school and just see how that goes. So everybody loved it. And honestly, that is where majority of my views, and that's when like my subscribers started to go up. And I was really, I gotta bring this closer to me, hunty. So So yeah, that's like when my subscribers started going up and people started being more interactive on my channel, like leaving comments and actually talking to me, and then start sending me DMs and stuff like that about like nursing school. Like, oh my gosh, like I'm trying to go to nursing school and I need advice, and there's not really that many people like I can get information from on the internet, and this, that, and the third. And I was like, cool. This is kind of the channel that I was going to take this was the direction that I was going to take my channel in. And I did a video explaining that, and once I explained it, I lost a ton of subscribers as well. And I was okay with that because it wasn't like I had a lot anyways, but I was like, I want to do something that I'm more interested in versus doing stuff simply for like the views and for subscribers. So I was like, well, this is what it's going to be. So either you get on board or you don't. But there was a lot of people that did stick around. But like I said, I did notice a decrease of like views and a decrease in my subscription feed. And I was like, whatever. Fast forward, I tried to throw a couple of hair videos in, and I'm still mainly nursing focused, even though I'm more nursing lifestyle focused. But this is the way that I feel like I can connect to people and actually motivate them and inspire them in some sort of way. You know what I'm saying? So that's where my channel is now. It's like once I started doing that, of course, then I want to start watching people who are kind of in the similar situation as me. However, I generally gravitate towards med school vlogs. Don't ask me why. I honestly have no like dreams or aspirations to ever become like a doctor of medicine, like an MD. But their vlogs just seem so real, and majority of them show like the struggles of school, whereas nursing school and even like some nurses, they want to show more of like the glamorous, glorious, like let's travel the world, and like, oh, I took this travel assignment and I got paid X, Y, and Z amount of money on my paycheck, and just like kind of showing the monetary aspects of it. And that's not what I'm about at all. So I find it really hard to watch a lot of nurses or nursing students videos, just because I'm like, I'm in this life and I know it's not as glorious as you're making it seem. And it's kind of, to me, like giving false hope to those out there trying to become nurses. And then they get into the field and they realize like, this is hard. This is like really hard work, and you do a lot more than what you technically get paid for. And then they kind of feel bamboozled, you know. And regardless of what some people may say, they're like, oh, I'm in nursing because I always had dreams and aspirations of helping people, which might be true. There are still a lot of people who choose nursing because of the money. Like, let's just be real. Like, I'm going to get into nursing because I'm going to make a lot of money, and I'm going to work 4 days or 3 days out of a week. So that's really what a lot of people choose to do it for. So then people that is on YouTube and they want to show like the lavish side of things, I feel like it's just creating opportunity for more people to get into nursing, and then I end up working with them, or other nurses end up working with them, and you're like, oh my gosh, I hate working with these people. Like, they're so lazy, they complain all the time, they don't like their job, they don't like what they do, and they did it solely for the money. So when I see people that, or other nurses that are kind of portraying that message, I get so thrown off. Like, I cannot watch this. But then those are the people who get like the most subscribers and the most views. And then there's one channel specifically, she's fairly new, and I don't want to say she really has the like the subscribers, but her views are ridiculous. And I'm like, dang, I don't know if it is partially YouTube like not putting my videos out there because I am more like, I'm real, and my channel is not like Gucci, Louis, Prada, you know. It's like not like that. If they are just like, oh, well, this isn't going to get us as many views. We're going to unsubscribe people to her channel. Like, because that's basically what I have been getting messages about. Like, girl, like, I was looking for why haven't you posted any videos? And then I seen like you had already posted like 3 videos. And that's why I come on here and I get frustrated. And I know y'all are like, be appreciative of what you got. And I am. Like, for those of you guys who ride with me, like, that means a lot. But then it also sucks to know that YouTube is intentionally unsubscribing people to my channel and is intentionally not pushing my videos out. And I work very hard doing this along with all the other stuff that I do. You know what I'm saying? So it just gets very frustrating. But there are nurses videos that I actually like to watch, like Pretty Nurse Ash, and I like to watch Fatima. And then my med school people that I like to watch is White Coat Chronicles and Mahat.com. I think that's, I don't know how to say her name, but I'll put those people's channels down below, even though you guys watching my channel probably already know all of them that I just mentioned. But then I also start to feel like you have to put on a persona for YouTube, which is what I don't want to do, and I'm not going to do. And that's kind of why I always tell you guys, like, I think about just leaving all my videos up, but just not posting anymore and just simply being active on like Instagram, because I feel like in order to like really be popping on YouTube, you have to have this like persona of you know what, y'all, I did not with my beauty blender throw the whole video away. How annoying is that? Okay, I'll be right back. Beauty blender's wet. Is my beauty blender dirty? Yes, but that's okay. It's not okay. Don't do what I do, guys. So anyways, what I was saying is that I feel like you have to put on like a persona of being like bad and bougie. Like, everybody don't want to be bad and bougie. Like, I don't know. Everybody doesn't want to like spend bukus of money on like Gucci belts and things like that. And I feel like on YouTube, that's kind of what you have to do. And then if you notice, a lot of people will start doing the same type of videos, like the same kind of try on hauls and oh, I bought this, oh, well, I, you know, secured this. And it starts to become, what is a good way to say it? I don't know. It just starts to seem fake. This is the Dior foundation, and I got it as a sample, and they gave me a good size sample, and I really like it. Yeah, I refuse to like try to alter the way that I live for YouTube when YouTube is not my career. I wish it could be my career. As long as I could continue to like help people. But if it's just gonna be like a thing where I have to like live this fake life to do, then I'm not gonna do it. So right now it's a hobby. It's a hobby that I actually really enjoy doing. And honestly, I feel like I've helped so many of you guys out, and the messages just keep coming in, and it's like it justifies the reason why I continue to do YouTube, honestly. And if I have to change to do that, then I'm just not going to do it. But the point of what I wanted to say was not to quit YouTube, but it just goes into like the new year of like comparing yourself, because that's what I do a lot. And I am like, one of my goals is to make the active habit of trying not to do that anymore, because I just do. I am a type A personality, and I like things done a certain way, and what I want it now, and I don't want to like wait for it. And I feel like if I'm putting in a lot of hard work, it should go noticed. And then you go on to, you know, YouTube, or you go onto Instagram. Oh, Instagram is like a whole different story. Like, you go into Instagram, and of course it's people that just show like the good parts of their lives. And I follow a lot more nurses on YouTube than I do on, I follow a lot more nurses on Instagram than I do on YouTube, because it's easier to create like an Instagram page for your nursing versus like a whole channel. Like, a lot goes into YouTube. So I follow a lot more nurses there, and it is easy to compare yourself there as well. Even as far as like looks and stuff, and like body types. A lot of nurses that I do follow, they are like really skinny and really petite. So they're the ones who get like the FIG contracts, or like the GNU contracts and stuff like that. Because honestly, whether you guys want to accept it or believe it or not, like, Instagram is a job. Like, that is how people legit get paid. And when they are making like posts and scrubs and stuff like that, they're getting paid for that. And then I'm like, well, maybe if I, you know, drop 50 pounds, which I need to anyways, but like, maybe if I drop 50 pounds, then I can, you know, I can secure contracts too. Or maybe I just don't fit a certain like body type. And then I started looking at other pages that I follow, right? So like people who are like makeup girls, like makeup gurus and fitness gurus and people like that. And I noticed like a lot of them have like the same body type. And it got to the point where at one point in time I was like researching BBLs and liposuction and tummy tucks. And I'm like, Jasmine, what are you doing? Like, you can just eat healthy and do it the regular way. But you get so caught up in how everyone else looks and what they portray that you find yourself falling into that too. And that's exactly like what I was doing. And I was like, Jasmine, no. And what I made a valid point to do, and what I've started to do, is I stopped following pages that make me feel like that. You know what I'm saying? And like, but all of them aren't bad. And I want to talk about like Aaliyah Face. I'm pretty sure you guys know her. She's like popping on Instagram, popping on YouTube. Like, I've been following her since she lived in Florida and was like getting lip injections. I think that's like the first video. She was working at MAC, and I think she was like late to work or some shit. And but she did this video about her first time getting lip injections, and I don't even know why it popped up on my screen, but she was so funny and so real, and I was like, I gotta follow her. And then I saw her makeup post, and I was like, damn, like, this girl can do some makeup. And then that's when I found out like she worked at MAC. And so I kept following her. She got a BBL, which I thought she looked bomb before she even got the BBL, but she looks awesome now too. And I started following her, and even throughout the time of her getting her BBL, she like never really changed her personality. She always was still her. She was still very like grounded, and still very humble. So then she got her BBL, and throughout that she started like losing weight, and she started posting like them kind of Instagram pictures, and I was like, oh my gosh, she looks good. But she never one time like went on any of her social media and made it seem like she just had that body naturally. She always said she had a BBL, but she also was like, you know, this is the diet that I'm following. I'm working out with a trainer. Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and sell you guys false information and be like, take this pill and stuff like that. She's always been like super humble. She's always been like really, really humble. And that's really what I like about her. It was funny because she just moved to Atlanta, and she was talking about her fridge like not having a water thing, like where you put the cup to get water. And then they found that it was on the inside, and she was like, see, y'all can tell we ain't never had shit. But even then, like, I think she just bought like some expensive pieces, but she just never is like braggy, boasty type. And a lot of beauty YouTubers are that way. They're very braggy, boasty, and it just, I don't know, it just makes me not want to watch them anymore. And I will delete a lot of them. I've deleted a lot of people. A lot of people's Instagrams I have also deleted also. And that's why I'm like, you have to pick and choose wisely the type of people that you're following. Because some people only want you to see like the good stuff and the stuff that they can buy and the stuff that they like, the life that they want you to think they're living. And then they forget where they come from. Where somebody like Aaliyah, she's always been like her. And that's why I like rock with her channel. And she's like super hilarious, man. I'm telling you guys, if you do not follow her, I know she's not going to be like a permanent vlogger. She just did that for Vlogmas, and then she's going to go back to her makeup videos. But she's so funny. And she'll tell you like a lot of companies don't want to work with me because of my mouth. And a lot of the times I have to like edit out cuss words and stuff from my videos because I feel like, well, maybe people won't follow me because I cuss so much. And I do. And it's something that I've been telling myself that I really need to stop doing. But y'all, this mouth has just been like a sailor since I was maybe like learning how to cuss. When I found out what a cuss word was, it's been vicious. Like, this mouth has always been on 10. And then I feel like I can't even come on here and be like, talk the way that I want to talk, because then my channel won't do good and people won't want to work with me and things like that, which it shouldn't even be like that. But I know that's kind of just how it is. But I'm going to tell y'all one thing. You will meet some of the most raunchy, filthiest, like perverted sense of humor nurses ever. Like, so many people, I felt like nursing was for me once I like started working, because I was like, so many people are just like, they are just like me. They have like this personality and humor that is just like dry. And if you're not a nurse, you don't get it. And you can talk about stuff that will probably gross other people out. And they don't get disgusted by it. Like jokes and stuff. And that's something else that I love about like nursing. Is like so many people are just like me, you know. Their mouth and stuff is just like me. They cuss and stuff just like me. And it was like, I found where I belong. My mom has always told me like, I need to like watch my mouth, and I cuss too much. I don't cuss in front of her because she'll slap me, but I can't control the mouth. When I'm on like people's Instagram pages and stuff like that, or their YouTube channels, and they're like, oh my god, like I don't cuss and this and that, then I just feel like people are fake too, because I honestly have never met someone that just don't cuss. I know there's probably people out there who don't, but have I met someone who's like, I'm holier than thou, I don't cuss, it's so bad? Absolutely not. I've yet to meet that person. And most people, like when I first started out working, of course I didn't just go in there like dropping F-bombs, but I was also like myself. And when I saw how everybody else was, I was like, cool, I can say what I want to say because they say what they want to say. The moral of this is just like to be yourself, and we need to like really stop letting social media just dictate who we are. And I am going to be more cautious of that. Well, I'm already starting to become more cautious of that, but being a little bit more cautious of it come 2019, and just letting my channel be me. I told you guys I don't believe in like manifestation, as far as like I am every single night I'm gonna say that I'm going to get $10,000 this month, and just because I say it, that month magically I'm just gonna get $10,000. And people often get mad when I say like I don't believe in manifestation like that, because a lot of people do believe in like the law of attraction and manifestation, which I believe more so in the law of attraction. Like if you speak good and you're more positive, and you wake up with something positive and a positive thought versus a negative thought, you will see the good in something versus the bad of something. But as far as like manifestation, like every single night, say you're going to be a millionaire by the end of the year, and then at the end of the year you're going to be a millionaire. But if you don't put in no work and all you're doing is talking, it's not going to happen. That's like me going to tell a homeless person, like, every single night say that you're going to have a mansion and stay a specific date and just sit on this corner and be homeless and say it, and then magically you're going to have a mansion. That's what I think of when people tell me about like manifestation. That's just me. I believe if you don't put in no work for it and you don't work at it and you're not figuring out a plan and putting grind behind it, it's not going to happen. That would be like me saying, yep, I'm going to be a nurse, but then don't go to college. Don't do any pre-nursing courses. And, you know, don't try hard and grind and cry and bust my ass during nursing school, but don't pass NCLEX, but magically I'm a nurse. I mean, there's some people that falsify being a nurse. I mean, they go to jail, I think. But I just feel like you have to put work and grind behind it. And if you don't, it's not going to happen. Yeah, I just feel like if you don't work for something and you're like not grinding for it and you don't try to figure out a plan and you're just trying to wing it and you think that you're going to get far without doing any of those, then it's just not going to happen. I believe you have to work hard for everything that you have, unless you have like rich parents and family that just gives you whatever you want. But as far as like the average Joe, I feel like you have to work for what you get. That's just what I believe in, point period. I know some people just believe. Everybody believes what they want to believe. That's why we have different religions and belief systems out there. I have really big goals this year to be more positive and just succeed and do great things. But I also have a plan on how to do it. And that's what I want you guys to focus on. Is just having a plan. Like, write down your goals and having a plan of how you're going to achieve your goals, and not let social media ruin that for you. Honestly, I want you to go on your Instagram page and whoever you follow that just makes you feel like crap, because it happens to all of us. So whoever you follow that just makes you feel like crap and like you're not doing good enough and you're behind and they just ruin your day, stop following those people. Don't leave bad comments. Don't leave nasty comments. Don't feel like you have to be nasty and rude in order to validate yourself. Just don't follow them. That's what I'm doing. And I see a lot of people trying to tear other people down to make themselves feel good. But honestly, that just makes you a horrible person. Point blank, period. Big facts. Like, trying to demean somebody else and make them feel bad so they can feel bad like you. At the end of the day, does that put more money in your pocket? It doesn't make your life better in any way. And God doesn't reward that type of stuff anyways, or whoever you believe in. Because I don't always just want to say God, because I know there's people out there with different beliefs, but that type of behavior is not rewarded. You're not going to magically have like 10 bands in your pocket because you told somebody that their eyebrows are ugly, or because you told somebody that you think they are bougie and rich and they're beside themselves and you don't like their attitude. Like, hunty, that's not gonna put any money in your pocket. At the end of the day, you still gonna be mad. So why waste your time even doing that? We need to all go into 2019 with positivity and follow people who motivate you and inspire you. It goes for my channel too. If anytime y'all feel like I'm not motivating you guys, I'm not inspiring you guys, and I'm just on here giving a whole bunch of nothing, don't follow me either. I wouldn't want to follow me if that was the case, but I know that I do put in a lot of effort to try to be inspirational and show y'all that anybody can make it. Like, if I can make it out of my situation, y'all can make it out of y'all's. Y'all started off in a better situation than where I am right now. It's facts. some people tend to not even appreciate where they are in life because they're so focused on where other people are. They're like, oh, she has this and she has that. And like for instance, take like Desi, Katy, Shayla, like their group, because I know a lot of people follow them. That's why I'm using them. I absolutely love watching their snaps, and I like all three of them, honestly. Even though I don't watch all of their videos, just because I don't watch as many makeup videos as I do like nursing and medical videos. But I tend to like, I can catch some of their stories and some of their vlogs. Desi and her husband have like the best theatrical vlogs, and the filming and the cinematic views and all that stuff is like so cute, not gonna lie. But looking at that, it can make you feel like crap, like, oh my god, they visited all these places, even though some of those places that they visit is for like business. And I did not contour my nose, did I? Even though some of those places are like, they're on business, like because they do them with trips, it can make you feel bad. But then again, it can also motivate you to like work very, very hard. But it can also make you feel bad because you're like, oh my gosh, they're doing big things. And then you will see somebody else move to LA, and then you automatically think like you have to live in LA to do good. And then that's not true. That's not true either. And you're like, oh my gosh, well, I need this life. But then you're sitting there complaining and talking about how you need to live like them, but you have a whole family at home. And I'm talking about like kids, a husband. You living in a nice house that is probably way less than what they spend for a home in freaking LA. You have like a loving and supportive family, and you have money in the bank, and you're not like stressed for nothing, and you can go out and eat dinner without checking your account, and you can go out and put gas in your car without checking your account, and you have these, like I said, these beautiful children and a husband, and you're sitting there complaining about your life because it's not what their life is. But you have things that they probably wish for and pray for too. You have to be appreciative of what you currently have, because believe me, there's always going to be somebody out there with more than what you have. Sometimes I honestly like sit back and I'm like, I am so blessed, because what people pray for, I already have a lot of it. And it has nothing to do with money. People pray for like a family. There's people who pray to have kids. I know I look super wet. That was so gross. To tap it in my skin a little bit before it all sits. There are some people who I see go through so many men problems, and like dudes being trifling, dudes being F-boys, like thinking he one way then he another way, or being in a relationship with somebody who got a whole family. Do you hear me, sis? Like a whole wife and kids and don't even know. And or being with a dude who is like a serial cheater. And I'm so glad I don't have to deal with that. Getting gone. And when I'm on my deathbed, ain't nobody gonna be like, oh, but she got a Bentley out there. And I don't know if I can just appreciate that because I am in the medical field, and I have seen lawyers and retired doctors, retired social workers, like so many people who were in the medical field that didn't have family. who or was estranged with their family, or who hadn't seen their family until they were on their deathbed, and did not resolve issues with them until they were dying, or they were already to the point where they didn't even understand who those people were or recognize who they were. And then the family wants to show up and, I love you, I'm sorry, and this and that. And then it's like, well, by that time it's too late. Out there talk about who I am as a person then. But her booty was big though. See guys, that's the type of humor that I have. But I'm just being honest, like, I would rather people be like, she was such a sweet person, which I'm sweet, but I'm very like sarcastic as well. I'm very like upfront, tell you how it is, real. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything for you. If you're my friend and you're doing something stupid and wrong, I'm gonna call you out on it because I love you. And that's what a lot of, some of my friends can take it and some of them can't. That's why I'm closer to some of them and I'm not. But if I was ever doing something wrong, I would want somebody to call me out on it. And if I call you to vent to you and I'm in the wrong, tell me, because obviously I don't see it from my viewpoint. So you as my friend, you're supposed to be able to tell me that. And if you can't, then we shouldn't be friends. And that's another reason why I think me and my husband are best friends, is because he can be like, and not even stuff like with me and him, but if I come home complaining from work and it's something that I'm completely wrong on, he'll call me out on it. That's just who I am. And I'm not going to change that for social media. And then you guys, there is a girl that I watch. You guys probably know who she is. Her name is Ruby. I think it's Lavish Ruby. She is also, she's not a med school vlogger. She's a pre-med school vlogger. Don't worry about these lips, guys. They're going to come together. But she's a pre-med school vlogger. And I like her channel because she is so like, ooh, child, my ears itching. She'll show you that it takes her millions and millions of years to study and that she loses out on a lot of sleep. And I think she has her own business too. I think she has 2 businesses. But she'll show you all that. But she'll also show you like her going on trips and stuff like that. But she doesn't do it in like a braggy way. And she'll tell you guys like, I think she did a video about buying a bag or something. I think she did a video about like buying a bag or something. And she was like, this is not something that I do all the time. The reason why I like Ruby is because she'll tell you like, I'm not going to just go out and buy a bag all the time. And like, I really work hard for this. And like, I've been doing a lot with school. And just like I told you guys in one of my vlogs, like it's okay to like treat yourself, stuff like that. And I'm not trying to say like buying expensive gifts and stuff is like just over the top and like, but then there's some people who believe like that's all to life. But I just remember that is one of the reasons I stopped following her, because I'm like, now she's promoting like stuff like this to younger people and I'm just, I don't know, that's just not what I'm about. You feel me? And let me tell you guys something about my bands too, since we briefly mentioned that, because I really want a truck. No, I'm not getting no G-Wagon. No, I don't even really want a G-Wagon because I don't want to make this a G-Wagon. But I do want a truck next. But let me tell y'all, when something goes wrong with the bins, it is expensive to repair. And I mean expensive. Something as simple as my windshield wiper fluid will not come out of my car because of debris, probably from moving here, and it is full of snow and salt and whatever else. But just to get my windshield wiper fluid to come out to spray my window so that way I can see when the snow dries up on my car, almost $400. windshield wiper fluid, guys. I know if you're like rich and you're balling, that doesn't mean anything to you. But when you have a job and the kids and family and you're like $400 for a windshield wiper fluid, I feel like anybody, I feel like even if you're rich, you should still be like $400 for windshield wiper fluid to come out. Should not cost that much money, but it does. So when I see people get like super hyped about my bins, I'm like, I love my bins, don't get me wrong. I am so grateful that I have it and that I can afford it and that I got it at such a young age, even though I got it when I was 28. Was that 28? 28, 29? No, I've had it longer than a year. So 28. Even though I'm able to get it, the maintenance on it sucks. So when you're looking into getting a car, make sure that you're looking at the maintenance of it. And that's something else about Aaliyah Face. Since we're talking about cars, that was one of the things that made me be like, I rock with you. She's still riding around in her Hyundai, I don't know how to pronounce it. But she's like, I'm not in a rush to get no new car. Whereas most people who are on her level, like before they even start thinking about a house, once they get to where she is and like how many deals she has, which I don't know, I don't count the girl coins, but she's pretty big. And once they get to there, the first thing they want to do is go and buy an expensive car, like a Benz, a Lexus, a Range, a BMW, an Audi. Like that's the first thing that they do. So the fact that she's like, baby, I'm not in a rush to do all of that, I'm like, yes. Like cars are such a horrible investment. And although I love my Benz and I'm so like thankful for it, I technically shouldn't have got it. And not that it was a bad deal, because I got a great deal on it. But in hindsight, for my lifestyle and like my kids and now living up here in the snow, my Benz serves no purpose up here. In the summertime, it's great. But when it starts snowing up here, I'm like 10 and 2, barely making it. It would have just been so much better. And like now, Tayshawn, my oldest son, he's taller than me. So when he's in my backseat, he's all like scrunched up and balled up. And I definitely need something bigger than what I have. So technically I should have made the decision to not rush and get something. But like I said, I'm the type of person, like when I want something, I want it and I want it now. I wanted a Benz and I got it. So although it was a good deal that I got on the car, like the deal that I got on the car is unreal. And I am so thankful that I have it. I definitely should have got something way bigger than what I got. So that is basically it for our chit chat. Get ready with me. It's just all about not feeding into the social media aspect. Give you guys a little bit of background about my YouTube channel and just to kind of bring awareness to not falling subject to social media bringing you down, because it does. I'm guilty of it, and I know there's so many other people out there that are guilty of it. And just step back for a little bit, appreciate the things that you have, and if something is making you feel bad about yourself or feel negative or feel like you're not enough or you can't compare or your life is crap, even though you really have a good life and a decent life, just don't follow that. Don't follow those pages, because a lot of those people just want to show you the good things and the nice things that are going on in their life, but behind the scenes they can be miserable and lonely too. And I think social media is one of the reasons why depression and anxiety and suicide rates are at all-time high in America, and we all just need to be aware of it. Awareness is like one of the best things you can do for yourself and your mental. So thank you guys so much for this chit chat. Get ready with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I will leave all the descriptions of everything that I used below. It wasn't really a makeup tutorial. We're just getting ready for this last Christmas video, which you guys will probably see before this. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. And until the next video, until the next video, guys, subscribe and hit the notification button. And I'll see all you cunts later. Bye.